Hi students, it's the Professor. I'm at Dachau today in Germany, and I'm visiting the Dachau concentration camp. And I just sort of stepped aside away from everybody to film a little bit for you at the memorial site, since you are reading and looking at the Diary of Anne Frank as an artifact. If you've never visited any of these sites, I just have to tell you, students, this is really difficult. We've been walking through this location where 43,000 people died. Many of those people were murdered. Many of them died from sickness or from simply being worked to death. Dachau concentration camp was functional for roughly, I think, 3 or 4 years until the Allies liberated the camp in 1945. And here at the memorial site, it's only about half an hour outside of Munich, which is a very large city in Germany. Everything here is concrete and wood. It's very bleak. The old guard towers are still standing. Several of the original barracks are still standing, and I took some photos for you. I'll try to get those posted for you here this week. The old prison is still here. And you can go inside and you can see all of the original cells. I just want to pan the camera around and show you some of the students. Here's one of the barracks here in the distance. I'm just going to give you kind of a panoramic shot here of what we've got here in the distance. It's a very moving site. It's extremely important that we preserve these historical places, and we're not talking about something that happened thousands of years ago. Students, there are still people who have survived these horrendous events. This is very recent in our collective human past. At one point, we walked out of the original bunker, and there's a large concrete wall where many people were executed via firing squad, and you can still see the blood stains on the wall, and it's really difficult to see that stuff, even though it's been 70 or 80 years since. So students, as you are thinking about artifacts this week, I want you to think about the incredible importance in preserving our history, not only the good history, but it's really important that we preserve the bad histories too, so that we can understand human suffering and we can understand that we are all the same. Many of the people who were executed at Dachau were political prisoners, people who had ideas that were viewed as being critical against the Nazi regime. Students, it is so very important that we treat each other with goodness and kindness in this world, and that we look after people, and that we do not allow this sort of reprehensible thing to happen ever again. So I just wanted to share this with you as you are thinking about Anne Frank's diary this week. Try to really reflect on those experiences that we need to remember in order to move forward collectively and in compassion. Until next time, this is the Professor signing off.